Neighbors are leaning on each other for support, their sadness and sympathies on display in a makeshift memorial. This is where police say 7-year-old Maria Lehenkovska, who recently fled Ukraine with her family, was killed in a hit-and-run. She was walking to school with her older brother and sister.
And then they said like a car coming too fast hit their sister.
This neighbor ran to help. She called the girl's mother and comforted her siblings.
I have a dog, and they start playing with the dog, and I was happy like they were like out of their minds, right? And then they asked me with signs if their sister were gonna live or die. And I was like, I don't know.
A 45-year-old man later turned himself in to police and has been charged with failing to stop after an accident causing death. A few hours after the tragedy, a vigil. Heartache and anger linger for neighbors who say the intersection is dangerous.
Moi, j'ai failli me faire frapper il y a quelques jours.
Adrienne says she was almost hit the other day, that drivers go too fast and ignore stop signs.
I'm a father of two kids living in the neighborhood, and that was really a terrible news, very sad news. I can't stop thinking about this poor girl and the poor family.
Montreal's Ukrainian community is now rallying around the little girl's family. This parish priest says they arrived from Ukraine just a couple of months ago and that the girl's father stayed behind to fight the Russian invasion. Her mother is trying to cope with her loss.
I don't know how can I live without her, she said. But I have two. I said, you have two more kids and try to be strong, you know.
Police have been stepping up their presence around this intersection and say this morning alone they issued 6 tickets to drivers who failed to stop at a stop sign. They've also deployed social workers to the area for students, parents, and neighbors who need support. Alison Northcott, CBC News, Montreal.